So I've been messing around with this Super Siege Archer Queen style deck, and honestly, it's a very strong combination. You've got so many different tanks in the deck to keep your team alive, and that is super crucial. I am both running the Archer Queen and the Archer in this deck, and the P.E.K.K.A is mainly used to counter the miners. Exhibit A, I mean, I know I'm not going to be able to counter him this specific round because I placed my P.E.K.K.A in the front, but later on, he's going to have to make sure he gets his miner to a way higher level in order to actually kill us. So he wins this first round. Barbarian King, I mean, it's level 9. He just has a lot of, forward aggression. So that's very good for him. But we also have the Giant Skeleton, which will help hold the line in the front. P.E.K.K.A is going to do a great job here in the back. And I could get the guard down here, but I could go for 1-star Archer. I feel like getting a little bit more firepower on the map would be better. And then next round, I'm going to try to get my Prince down, and I'll try to get down a 1-star Archer, and then we should be good from that point on. He is running the Prince. Hopefully the mini P.E.K.K.A, oh no, the P.E.K.K.A does not turn around. All good because the miner is going to be distracted on the P.E.K.K.A, but the sad part is the miner is going to do so much damage and take down our P.E.K.K.A. So down goes P.E.K.K.A. We actually go down 2-0, and it looks like we're going to have to go for a reverse sweep here in the very first game. I'm going to be able to have all my cards down as well, so that should help out with him just walking through us with all of that, insane pushing damage. Let's go with the boom damage. Oh no, we need our Prince down. We'll go Prince right here. This will help ensure that if he does place a Prince of his own, it doesn't actually push back our Giant Skeleton. The guard will be able to keep everything in the same spot so that if he does try to do something like that, then at least our Giant Skeleton will get value. We should be able to get value right here. P.E.K.K.A is going to take care of his miner, and then the Archer Queen is able to now get all that crazy damage off that we were looking for earlier. And now the key here is, this is one thing you have to keep in mind with this deck. If they have a lot of backline pressure with the miner, with the Prince, you eventually have to upgrade your P.E.K.K.A. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to hold the line. So now we're going to go with our P.E.K.K.A upgrade here, and I think I'm going to follow up with I'm honestly going to follow up with a guard. We'll start with the immediate cast up, and then we try to get a P.E.K.K.A leveled up, which we'll do block, because he needs to be able to survive. He needs that block, and I might even Prince on the left, because I believe he Princes right here on this left side too. He does not, but we're able to push back the King. Now the P.E.K.K.A is more than strong enough to deal with the miner, but the issue is the Prince actually got a really good through ball and was able to get through to our Queen. Luckily the P.E.K.K.A, like I said, is still strong enough to deal with that entire back line. Guard will get his ability off, which is huge for us, and now we can just slowly but surely chip away at this Barbarian King, and with the P.E.K.K.A doing all that bonus damage, that'll be 2-2. So the reverse sweep is in action. I've played the left side of this map twice now, so I'm going to play the opposite side and see if he decides to rotate with me. If he does, very well played, not much we can do about that, but if not, we are going to be in a big business. So now I'm actually going to go with the damage of my Giant Skeleton Bomb going up, and I believe my P.E.K.K.A is good enough, so I'm going to go with the Pony, because the Pony is actually quite good in for the Prince. And let's see where he places Prince and Miner. So he plays everything towards the middle. Once again, our Archer is going to die. That is so unfortunate, because that's the second time he's played that sort of similar positioning, but the Giant Skeleton Bomb goes off regardless. Prince is in the back doing a lot of work against his Lumberjack, and now we've got the P.E.K.K.A still full health. Once again, you got to make sure you upgrade that bad boy to survive the onslaught, and we are able to win that round and do a nice little reverse sweep. And now we go up against the new card, Royal Champion. This one, I like the matchup. We lose early game though. We for sure lose round 1. Actually, I'm going to play guard just to ensure that we have a card that's sort of tanky enough to survive her first ability, because if she gets a chain off and I play Archer, the Archer is an instant kill to that, and that's just giving her free. I'm so glad our Spear Goblin, or the Spear Goblin, ended up hitting our guard, which is huge. Prince is just straight through onto the Royal Champion, so she's unable. And he's running the healer? Oh, that's toxic. Okay. So with that card being there, I don't think he's going to have any cards that actually come forward. So we might be able to just set up all of our cards in the back. I'm going to make the assumption that he builds his deck correctly. That's what we're going with here. So I could play P.E.K.K.A, but because I'm going with that assumption, I kind of want to go Giant Skeleton here. And just have the Archer up. I think he goes for the same spot with the Dark Goblin, and I think, or the Spear Goblin. I think I can kill him with the Prince. Yeah, that's what they always do. They always do. The second they do that once, they're like, oh, he's gonna keep his cards in the same spot, and then we end up getting the kill on that. And that's a level 8 as well. Oh, she's gonna get rained down on with the archer, and that's a 2-0 lead. Looking really solid here. There's no way he plays his card in the same spot. This time he might even think that we switch. He might go bowler because we've held that same spot twice as well. So I'm gonna get the 1 extra target down, and I'm gonna get my P.E.K.K.A out. Gotta get the P.E.K.K.A out. And we can even play him here. Like I said, based on the cards he has, Bowler, Spear Goblin, and he has the Healing Ranger, there's no possible way that he's playing anything that has like a Miner or a Prince in it. There's no possible way. And we were completely right. Now our Archer Queen gets full aggro of his Countess. The Prince is through on the Countess as well. And it's an absolute nightmare for him. All of our cards are getting their abilities off. Prince doing a fantastic job in the back line, and we're able to win that one 3-0. And we're going up against the Archer Queen. So we got to show Queen versus Queen. Who's got what it takes? We go Prince early game because if we can predict one of the corners that she's in, we'll get a ton of value. I'm glad we got the Archer down too because we might be able to get some cheese. But if he plays some sort of Miner or Prince, then we're in trouble because the Archer is squishy. So our what's it called? Prince is actually through on goal here, and we're going to get a few shots off onto his Archer Queen, which is huge for us. And now we're able to get our ability off. Prince still alive, getting some good value. He'll be able to take down the Archer Queen with no problem. Now, I know he has Archer, so we got to make sure we play a little bit differently. I do want to keep my... I want to have guard here, and I almost want to go like this. This is a weirder formation, but the reason why I'm playing it like this is if he does have a 1-star Archer, I want it to target our Archer and not our Archer Queen. So no 1-star Archer, and as a matter of fact, it was a good idea that we placed that there because his Bowler was placed in the back corner. Our Prince is through onto his Queen, so that's really bad for him. Yeah, the Queen's gonna go down. That's so bad for him. Once you get a really good Prince off, the Prince can be toxic for these Archer Queen decks. That'll be 2-0. Now we can switch up. I don't think I'll switch up entirely. Let's go. Now P.E.K.K.A can come out, and we can get down our Archer to 1-star. And this should be GG's. Oh, he doesn't get the Bowler off, and she's targeting our P.E.K.K.A with the Archer, so we just get tons of value. Unfortunately, the Skeleton couldn't walk any bit closer. That would have been clutch if he was able to get closer. Archer Queen, though, is going to get the rain value, and we'll be able to win that one 3-0.